So we all know that LeBron James just launched his hit podcast, Mind the Game, featuring JJ Redick. Only one episode in, but it already got a lot of people talking, rightfully so. This is LeBron James talking sports with JJ Redick, one of the biggest names in sports media. That's 36 years in the NBA combined. And it hasn't disappointed. They covered a wide range of topics, and it's a lot of clips flowing around, some more controversial than others, but it's the goal that they said they were aiming for is the promotion of the game, and it has people talking, so they're doing their job, right? So we got that. Cool for LeBron James, cool for JJ. Shout out to both of these guys. But it seems that some people actually got upset because LeBron James is a guy that has historically been pretty selective with his appearances in public, and he's chosen JJ Redick for his partner. And one of the guys who was upset at that partnership is Draymond Green, who actually addressed that new deal that LeBron James just launched with JJ Redick on his podcast. So let's take a listen to what Draymond had to say about that new project from LeBron James, and then we're going to come back and react to it.
I must say I am a little upset that LeBron James is like going on a podcast and he still haven't been on the Draymond Green show. But when it's your own thing, you kind of can't say anything. So I guess I'll live with it for now. Pick the bone with him that I got to pick with him later.
LeBron said,
All right, so you heard Draymond, and I think it's interesting because I've noticed a pattern in the past year or so that a lot of people who are quote-unquote affiliated with LeBron James, a lot of people that are subjected to be on LeBron's payroll. I don't believe in none of that stuff personally, but it's out there. The Shannon Sharpes, the Kendrick Perkins, the Nick Wrights, the Draymond Greens of the world, and I can keep going, right? They've been more vocal against LeBron James as of late, and I don't know what that is about, but it's pretty interesting, Kendrick Perkins, especially as of late, Shannon Sharpe sometimes, he'll even Gilbert Arenas from time to time, and that just doesn't happen. So for Draymond to come out and say this on the public platform is surprising, but it is interesting. Do we agree with Draymond Green that LeBron James should and kind of owes? He did not say that, but this is what he implied, in my opinion, that if you're going to be upset, it's because you feel like LeBron James owes you an appearance. I don't really like that mindset, that entitlement that people will have towards more successful people. And they'll be like, yeah, so now that you got on, it's on you to put us on. I don't feel like people owe anyone anything. Now, would that be nice to do so? Absolutely. You can see some leaders in the game jump from podcast to podcast, shouting out everyone. So, for example, you look at the sports media landscape. Stephen A. Smith is on all the podcasts at least once, propping up, giving shout out on his own show, etc., saying like, yeah, he's doing a great job, and doing all that. So it would be nice for LeBron James to do that because Draymond Green seems to be his friend, and he's been writing for LeBron James very hard ever since that 2016 incident where he kicked in the groin, calling him the GOAT, highest IQ, toughest opponent in the final, all that stuff. He's really, even that time when he said, yeah, when LeBron James is breaking the scoring record and if we play, I'm skipping the game to go see LeBron, so Draymond is that dedicated to LeBron. So it would be nice for LeBron to do that gesture. However, though, does he owe it to him? Nah. LeBron doesn't owe anything to anyone. Like LeBron James, we know, if it's one thing that we know about LeBron James, is that the man is a business and he's about himself. Hell, even if you watch that first episode of Mind the Game, he said something about what makes you great. It's about sacrificing loved ones throughout a long period of time. I believe that was the first point that he made, that sacrifice. And LeBron James, especially since what happened to Bronny, is even more selective with his appearances. It's like, yeah, I'm about the game, I'm about my routine, and if I have any, second for myself, I'm spending it with my family. So I'm not going to no Hall of Fame retirements. I'm not going to this, I'm not going to that. I'm about my business, and if something happens, I'll tweet from home. But that's about it. LeBron James ain't really like that, popping out on people, podcasts, TV shows or whatever. I think I remember LeBron James just doing Road Tripping, which is Richard Jefferson and Shannon Fry's podcast back in 2020 after he won his fourth championship. And I believe that this one was pretty emotional just because he was high off the wave of winning a championship. He went. Other than that, LeBron James ain't really popping up on podcasts like that. So if he's not doing it for no one, why would he hold you to you, Draymond Green? The podcast is good, pretty successful, but it's not even like the biggest platform out there. So if LeBron James is going to pop up, why this podcast. Actually, there is one guy out there I feel like LeBron James owes an appearance. That's Shannon Sharpe. That's Shannon Sharpe. Because Shannon Sharpe is being the biggest catalyst for the LeBron GOAT case out there. He's defending LeBron James teeth and nail out there for like 4, 5, 6 years. Ever since Undisputed, he's been writing for LeBron James, and he's helped his legacy tremendously. Because now, a lot of times when I hear people make LeBron James GOAT arguments, it's pretty much reciting what Shannon Sharpe will always say. So I feel like he kind of owes it to Shannon, because Shannon Sharpe was ready to fight people over LeBron James. Like, it's that much love between the two. So it would be very nice. Plus, Shannon Sharpe has the biggest platform out there, so it would make sense. And now, I have a theory on why LeBron James doesn't make those appearances, at least on those podcasts that are, quote-unquote, ran by affiliated people with him. It's just because LeBron James, again, is about a business and he's about his narrative all the time. LeBron James hears everything, or if he doesn't, he has people connected to the quote-unquote streets. And he knows that if LeBron James goes out there, shows too much love to some powerful people on the media, people will be like, oh yeah, so that's proof that LeBron James is paying those guys to saying this about this, and they will disqualify him. Hell. And the thing about LeBron James is that he's so polarizing as a player. Like, his fans are like, yeah, this is the GOAT. They're calling him king, my glorious king, all that stuff. And on the other hand, he has some of the fiercest haters that just cannot wait for any kind of narrative to hate and downplay LeBron James. And the example of that is the Lebalco story. There is no proof out there that LeBron is actually on steroids, but the people who want to see LeBron James fail and disqualify him for all the GOAT case, they don't care. They don't care that there's no facts out there. It's like, oh yeah, so the NBA is just protecting LeBron James. The media is protecting LeBron James. Everyone has been protecting this guy forever. He's definitely on the steroids. There's no way it would keep going. And you know what these people are saying. Like, I'm not mad at that. Like, I would be with them if it actually came out that LeBron James really did it. But right now we're just talking. And these people will take that as truth just because they want to drive a certain narrative. So if LeBron James went to actually, prop up Draymond Green, prop up Shannon Sharpe, prop up, I don't know, Nick Wright and all those guys, Gilbert Arenas, then every time those guys would go out and defend LeBron James, people will be like, yeah, LeBron James is paying them. So this is why they're saying those things. And even with LeBron James keeping a stiff arm distance between him and those guys, there's already those rumors going around. So I get why LeBron James is not making the gesture on going on the podcast. Plus, you got to think, LeBron James is still a playing and active player. All that may change once he retires, and now he may go on the tour. You may see him on All the Smoke, on all those podcasts. That may happen. We still don't know. Now, if he retires and he's still like, yeah, man, y'all stay out there. I appreciate the love that y'all gave me, but I'm not supporting. That may be a little bit worse of a look. But still, at the end of the day, no one owes anyone anything. No one. So, yeah. So, peace to Draymond Green, man. You're going to be fine even with that LeBron look. And shout out to LeBron also doing this thing with the podcast, Mind the Game. Love the first episode. So, if you made it this far, I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. But more importantly, let's get in that comment section and have that convo. Do you think that LeBron James is fucked up for not supporting his friends in the sports media world? Or do you think that Draymond Green is just acting entitled by saying that, yeah, LeBron James owes him an appearance? It's been your boy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.